Hi, hello everyone. Welcome to my channel. My name is Neema and this is Here is Neema, where we talk about all things fashion, beauty, lifestyle, feminine essence, feminine energy, chocolate in my mouth, self-love and development, including simple luxuries, lifestyle, travel, all different types of things like that. And can't you tell I'm just loving my charm bracelet right now? You guys, check it out. This was a gift. Isn't it adorable? It's got all the little logos that I just love. YSL, Chanel, Apple. I think this is another Chanel one. And like, it's so cute. Got my little beret on. I'm just feeling so good and I'm so excited to be on camera just talking to you guys today and talking to you about this topic that I quite frankly can relate to a lot. I've been seeing a lot of people on YouTube making videos about this topic, which is feeling like you have no friends, what to do if you have no friends, how to handle not having any friends, just kind of that feeling of feeling lonely or feeling like, maybe you used to have friends and now you don't have that many close friends, or maybe you just never really had friends like that, and you want to have friendship, you want to have friends. That came out weird, but you get what I'm saying. Or, just so many different things. I mean, in the season of life that I'm in personally, it has definitely been a thing where I've had friendships that have definitely changed over the years just based on the fact that we are in different places in our lives. People have kind of come and gone as far as, friendships go, and also the level of closeness. Like I have people that in my life where I would consider them, either friends or acquaintances. Maybe at one point in the past we were close, but now, that dynamic and that friendship has just changed into what it is now. There's no bad blood. There's no, story as to why. It's just a thing where, you grow apart and you kind of start to befriend people that have more in common with you, and, things like that. So, there's that way to kind of that friendships can go. And then there's the other way that they can go where, there is a specific reason why that friendship ended, or you did have a falling out, or there was kind of like that a major kind of occurrence that happened to where it's like, okay, this is why we're not friends anymore. But I overall feel like, this is very normal, very natural thing that happens to a lot of people in life. And, just with the natural way of the way that things go as far as, people just growing up, I mean, and having kind of different things happen in their lives. And, well, gosh, okay, we're in this pandemic right now. A lot has happened with that. I mean, people feel very, very differently about the pandemic, and we've seen that from day one. And that has come in the way of a lot of people's friendships as well, especially because, it got political, and, that has kind of come in the way of a lot of friendships as well. And so, I mean, there's so many ways that we can slice and dice this thing. I think overall, just knowing that it is normal, it happens to everybody in some way, shape, or another, and it's okay to feel bad. That's kind of the first point that I want to share with you guys is it's okay to feel bad. It's okay to feel sad about this, okay? We love our friends, okay? And in a lot of ways, when friendships end or when friendships kind of fade away, it does hurt and it does feel bad, and you feel, just really sad about it. And it's totally normal. It's totally okay. Even more than a relationship, when a relationship ends, right? And so when those friendships do dissipate, right? It's okay to feel sad. It's okay to mourn the loss of that friendship. But also knowing that and remembering, as I said multiple times, literally just previously, it's normal. It's normal. And this is a part of life's ebbs and flows. You may see, and this happened to me actually with a good friend of mine, where we went for a period of time where we were not talking. And it was really, really hard. I mean, I really felt sad about it. But then we ended up getting close again after about a year or two of that kind of phase out. And so, you know, and we have been relatively close ever since. And so, you know, these things do happen. It doesn't mean that, you know, those friends are gone forever. It could mean, though, that those friendships have ended. And I've also had situations where, you know, it's not that any one thing happened or whatever. It's just, you know, maybe it was a physical distance of a move. Maybe it was just the fact that, you know, well, people travel for all different type of reasons. Even for college, people go away for college. People go away after college, you know, when they get married, all different type of reasons. But just simple things, just not being in the same, I guess, space in life where we had enough in common to continue the friendship. And, you know, you just start to grow apart. That's happened to me. And those friendships have, you know, become what they are now, where I'm not close with those individuals anymore. And so these are very normal things. You know, it's not that I have any bad blood in my heart for anybody. Literally anybody that I've ever called a friend, I have no bad blood in my heart for them. I just, you know, it's just one of those things that it has its ebbs and flows. And so I think understanding that is going to be really, really helpful for you in your life, for all of us. But definitely if you are experiencing this kind of feeling of just like, you just feel like you don't have any friends, and maybe you used to have a lot of friends. I know me personally, I am the type of person where I'm very open, I'm very friendly and outgoing, and it's easy for me to kind of, or at least in the past, I have a different mindset now, but in the past, it was always easy for me to make friends, or, you know, just be friendly with people and get those connections and make friends. Honest to goodness, make friends. But, you know, now I'm much more, you know, guarded and protective of myself and my energy, especially with all of the work that I've been doing. And you guys know I am on my self-development level up track. You know, I am all into, you know, my feminine self-development and just leveling up in all areas of my life. And that really, along with that, you know, becomes me having to be protective of myself and my energy, and, you know, who I allow to kind of get close to me and be in my life in that way. And so that has been really, really important for me in my life. And yeah, you know, I have had to make myself less accessible, you know, to people until I've kind of felt like, okay, maybe, you know, I actually can be friends with this person, you know. And it doesn't mean that you have to be rude. Like, I'm not rude. I have had to distance myself from people, which has left me definitely not having as many friends as I did, you know, in the past, for that very reason. And I just, once I started to kind of see that the relationship was changing, I was changing, mostly me. I have changed so much in the last 3 to 5 years, and I haven't been able, like, my friendships have not everybody has been able to, you know, stay in my life through those changes, as far as, you know, being close. And I'm not the type of person to, like, cut people off like that. But I will definitely, you know, pull back, maybe, you know, as far as communication and things like that, because, you know, I am realizing that I need, you know, space, and you know, and like I said, it's not that, I feel like you never want to necessarily burn a bridge, because, I've done that in the past. I tell you my secrets. I have done that in the past. I've had, you know, friendships where it has been a big blowout. Well, one in particular. I'm going to say it was one in particular, one friend where it was a big blowout, and, you know, she blocked me on everything, and it was just really not a nice thing. So, you know, I don't ever want to go through that again. I don't like that. I would not want to end a friendship, or not. I don't even like using the word end a friendship, but I wouldn't want to, you know, transition any type of relationship, friendship like that. I mean, well, let's be honest, relationships are different. We're talking about friends here. I wouldn't want to do that again. And so I learned my lesson on that. But you know, things do happen. We live and we learn. But that is kind of my stance on it. Just understanding that it's okay to be sad and mourn the loss of those friends, but also understanding that it's very normal, it's very natural, and you never know what the future holds. It may not be forever. It may just be for a certain period of time, but you have to choose you, and you have to focus on your growth and your well-being. And quite frankly, the more that you grow in your level up, in your feminine, I guess, self-development journey, your inner work, the more inner work you do, I love to use that term as well, the more you'll find that the less friends you will have, and that's for good reason. I am the type of person where I used to have a ton of friends. I used to have friends in literally every single, like, category you could ever have friends in. School friends and church friends and friends from childhood, from growing up, and, you know, my party friends and like all of these things. But it comes with a lot more than I'm willing to give at this point. And so, you know, I've just kind of learned that as I've continued to grow, that's not something that I want, you know. Most people are not on the same path as me, and not to say that I can only be friends with people that are just like me. That's not true, because I have friends that are not just like me, and we see things a little bit differently in certain aspects, and that's fine too. I love that too. However, you know, it's only to an extent. Like, of course you're going to want to be friends with somebody who has enough in common with you to be friends with. So there's that. But just understanding that, you know, as you continue to grow, you're not going to be able to have all of the same friends that you had 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 years ago. Your whole life kind of come with you at all points in this journey. And it's going to be different for everybody. I mean, there are plenty of friendships that stand the test of time, even through those ebbs and flows, but just kind of understanding and accepting the fact that that may not be the case for you and these particular people, and it may, you know, and just kind of understanding that wherever the chips may fall, that is the way that it's supposed to be, and you are going to be okay. I promise, you're going to be okay. Next, I urge you, and I have a video all about this, to become your own best friend. And by this, I mean, you don't have to be 2 people at the same time, yourself and your best friend, but you need to just feel comfortable doing the things that you want to do without always having to have a friend there with you. Whether that means somebody to hold your hand and go to the bathroom with you, or that means somebody to agree with you on your decision that you're making, or that somebody that will go on the vacation with you or out to the restaurant with you, that you're able to kind of feel comfortable and confident enough to be able to do those things on your own. Not to say that you shouldn't have any friends and you should just feel comfortable to do everything alone, because at the same time, no man is an island. I do not believe in that, and I am coming to you guys with, even though I may not have a room full of friends to choose from when it comes to who I'm going to go to dinner with tonight, I have a handful of friends that I really, really genuinely enjoy spending time with. I consider them to be true friends, and, you know, we're able to talk, you know, a couple times in the month, and I feel like they match what I'm looking for in a friend, and, you know, I have those people. Now, it's probably about, I'm going to say 4 to 5 closer friends that I have, okay? And then I have kind of that outer circle of people. So even though I have those close friends, I don't feel the need to have them with me at every step and turn I make. You know what I mean? I am comfortable and confident enough in myself to be able to make my own decisions without needing a friend's approval, right? I know what I'm going to wear to the party. I don't need to text my friend and ask her what she's going to wear, because I already know what I want to wear, okay? I don't need to have anybody go to the bathroom with me. Sure, we can go if you want. You know, we can do that. That's fine. But do I need somebody to be with me? Do I need somebody to go to the grocery store with me and keep me company? Do I need somebody to, you know, go to the restaurant with me when I feel like, oh, I really want to go here? And I'm not saying that it's, you know, just do whatever you want to do on your own and don't have any friends. This is exactly what I'm not trying to say. I'm like, it's great to have friends and it's great to do those things with friends, but you don't need to have friends in order to do those things, because that's the worst feeling ever, is feeling like you can't do what you want to do when you want to do it because you're dependent on somebody else. Now, whether that's a romantic partner or whether that is a friend or whether that's just, which it is, most people, it's just you not feeling comfortable and confident enough in yourself to be able to do certain things alone. Sure, there are certain things you'd rather do with someone else and not do alone, but just having that freedom to be like, I can actually go, I can actually do it, I don't actually need that extra person to be able to do these things. And that could be travel, it could be going to the restaurant, it could be going to see the movie or the show, it could be doing a medley of things. But I encourage you to just feel comfortable and confident enough in yourself and in your own company, and just being able to enjoy your own company. You don't even always have to go out. You can just simply enjoy your own company in your home. Being your own best friend is honestly one of the best things that I've ever done, and I ain't going back. Let's just put it that way. Not to be like that. I've always been, self-assured enough to feel like, I've always been able to enjoy my own company. I've never been the type of girl that needed somebody to go with her all the time, but fully embracing this, and also while I've been on this journey, and as I've been on this transition of just having those friendships kind of change in my life, it's even more so been like such a blessing. So I definitely encourage you to become your own best friend and I have a video all about that I will remember to link down below. Last but not least, guys, make a love list. I think it was Oprah who originally talked about this, but I love watching the Universe Guru, Mina Irfan, and she talks about making love lists all the time. Love list for your future partner, and also love list for your friends. She did mention this, and I thought it was brilliant, so I went ahead and did it. And I just think that, wow, it just helps you to keep yourself accountable for the type of people that you're allowing into your life, and the type of friendships that you're allowing to take place, and that you're giving your energy and your time to, and what you actually want from your friendships, so it's manifesting on the one hand, and it's also you keeping yourself accountable. So having a love list for your friends, different qualities that you would like for your friends to have, the dynamic that you would like your friends to have. For me, I'm a big person. I love, actually taking the time to talk, to my friends. I'm not so much of a texter. I can text, but I love to just be able to pick up the phone and talk to my girlfriend, or make plans to see them, or, things like that. That is the big thing for me. Anybody that I consider to be a close friend is somebody that I actually converse with, like, on a fairly regular basis. And I have all of that outlined in my love list, somebody that, we communicate, fairly regularly, at least touching base once a week, and just being able to kind of know that if I ever needed them, or if I ever needed to talk to them, that I would, and not having that, I guess, distance that can kind of come up when you don't keep in touch. And when I say keep in touch, I don't mean like sending a funny meme, every now and again. I mean like actually keep in touch and know what's going on in each other's lives, and, being able to, actually keep up with those friendships. I think it's really, really important to me, just to continue to just honestly like keep up with each other and talk, like actually talk. I know it's a wild concept. Most people these days are like very like into the texting thing, and yeah, we still get up and we meet each other up and things like that, but I feel like nobody likes to talk on the phone, and I'm like the only person that likes to talk on the phone. I still love talking on the phone. I don't know about you guys. Let me know in the comments below. I feel like everybody is a FaceTimer. I am not a FaceTimer. I don't always want to be my face in the camera, and I know that people don't always have their face in the camera. They want to put their phone everywhere, but I just feel like we could be on a phone call and like we don't even have to do all this. And then I'm always having connection issues, and I'm just like, forget it. I'm old school like that. I love a good old-fashioned phone call. Don't judge me, okay? But Yeah, guys. So making a love list for your friends, different qualities that you want them to have, and just different things that you would want from your friends. And I think, of course, not making it a reciprocal thing. These are also things that you would want to give and be able to do for your friends, just like you'd want them to do that for you. Is important. And so, you know, I did this, and I think it's been really awesome because of my handful of friends. I'm able to take those women, those amazing women, and look at my love list for my friends and be like, okay, yeah, this may only be like 4 or 5 girls, but they're really ticking everything off on these friendship love list qualities. And for my friends that don't meet those qualities, that's okay. They're in another category for the time being. Maybe we'll get back to that, but this is helping me, and I feel like it would help all of you, just to keep yourself accountable for who you consider to be a close friend, a best friend, an acquaintance, all of these different, terms that we give people. I think it's just a really awesome idea, and I support it. Oh, keeping yourself open to meeting new people and nurturing new friendships. If you feel like you don't have any friends and you wish that you did, I honestly encourage you, well, of course, doing all of the other things that I mentioned, but definitely after you make your love list, start putting yourself out there to meet people and make friends, connecting. And this is a great one. Oh my gosh. Connecting with people from your past on social media. I have rekindled some really awesome friendships, to where we may not be super close, but these are girls that I knew in middle school, girls that I knew in elementary school. And, we are kind of, in one way or another, we have, a lot of the same interests, at this point in time in our lives. And, we've been able to keep in touch and just stay friends and be friends and, touch base and just, we're able to have that friendship again, whereas, maybe we were friends way back then, and now, we're all grown and we're all, living our lives. So it's just really cool to be able to kind of, go back in a sense and kind of be friends again with some of those people. So I feel like we all have some people in our lives like that. Now that everybody's on social media, it's easier to kind of track them down, or, maybe you'll just notice that you really enjoy their Instagram stories. This is what happens to me. I'm like, oh my gosh, like she keeps posting these awesome quotes or these awesome funny like memes or whatever, or she's always going somewhere cool. Well, I'll comment, I'll DM her, I'll say like, oh my God, what a beautiful outfit. And then, right from there, you start to talking again. And then, you keep talking until eventually you're like, hey, we should get coffee sometime, or we should go have lunch. And this is a great way to make friends. But I highly encourage you, that's one way, but putting yourself out there, joining groups, I have started making friends in a workout class that I go to every single week, if not twice a week. But once a week, definitely, I always try to go to my dance class at my gym, and my instructor is awesome. But also, I've started making friends with a couple of the other girls in the class, and it's been a really, really fun way to make new friends. And also, if there's anybody watching this channel, like if you live in the Raleigh, Durham, Cary, the triangle area here, reach out to me on Instagram. I would love to meet. I am always open to meeting new people. The only thing that I would say about this is definitely making sure that you keep yourself a little bit, guarded to a certain degree. Just be protective of yourself. And I mean, I feel like I'm pretty in tune with energy when I meet a person, but I would definitely encourage you, trust your intuition, build up that skill, ladies, because it's going to serve you so well in your life. I mean, how many times have you not listened to your intuition and you've been like, oh my God, I should have listened to that little feeling that I had. Darn it. I really encourage you to work on that skill. I'm always in the process of improving that myself. But, if you're anything like me, I've always been an open person. I've always been like a very friendly person, and I just let people in really easily. But that has actually turned out to not be such a good thing. And, you know, of course, as I've gotten older, I've been able to kind of work on that and, you know, be more protective of myself and who I let into my space and who I allow myself to kind of, I guess, be close to and let them in that way. But yeah, if you're anything like that, you know, that's the only thing that I say I kind of am cautionary about. However, once you get to know a person, you know, you go out a couple of times, you chit chat a couple of times, you get to know a person, not in one day, but, you know, in several occurrences and instances and, you know, meetings, and just learning about them through different situations and different environments, all that jazz. So it is a process. It is a journey. People will come in and out of your lives. Not everybody is meant to be there permanently, right? Some people really are there for a season, and that is okay. And I want to stress that. And I want to encourage you. If you feel alone, if you feel like you have no friends and you just don't know what to do with yourself, I hope that some of these tips will help you. You don't need to have a lot of friends, and actually it's probably better if you don't. If you're younger and you're watching this, you're already a step ahead of most people, because it seems to me like most people have like a bunch of friends when they're younger. You know, it's easier to make more friends that way. You know, and that's how it's good. It's good to be that way. You know, you're building up your social life, your network. But you get to a certain point in your life where it's kind of better for you to limit that, at least, you know, to a certain extent. And it's okay to be friendly. It's okay to be kind. But, you know, keeping a little bit of that protectiveness and that guarded nature is also going to be very beneficial. So that's all I have to say, guys. Gosh, I can ramble on and on and on about this topic, but I hope that it helped you. I hope that it blessed you. Love you. And I will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.